This video is a collaboration with my two good YouTuber friends, Martin is Epic and Riverrain123. On each of our respective channels, we're going to be showcasing 5 different shaders, so together we have 15, so make sure to go ahead and check their videos out in the link in the description down below. Starting off with a universal pack, and specifically we're going to go ahead and take a look at the cherry mode. Now this right over here is a shader that will work for Render Dragon, and here's how things look like. So as you're able to tell right off the bat, we do get this really beautiful fog effect over here. It looks exactly like cherry themed, if that does make any sense. We do have like a pink fog everywhere, which honestly looks really good, and one of my favorite features definitely has to be this rainbow. Not many like Bedrock shaders nowadays include a rainbow, so I'm really glad that this one actually does have one. It honestly looks really cool, and obviously not to mention that all these textures are made to be way more saturated, way more brighter, which is another major plus. And also you will notice that the birch leaves are actually a different color. It's kind of like in this orange color, which is definitely pretty nice. And let's go ahead and take a look at the water over here. As you're able to tell, if you look closely, you will notice that we will get this intricate water animation, which is definitely another major plus in this shader. And here's how the sunset does look like. As you're able to tell, it definitely does look pretty good. You're able to see so many different shades of orange, yellow, all that good stuff being reflected on the ocean. And I also love how like smooth the lighting looks like as well. So here's how the village does look like when it is getting a little bit darker. As you're able to tell, the lighting sources are made to be like much more brighter, which is definitely another major plus. Next up, we have the Galaxy shader RD V1.2. This is another phenomenal shader that will work for Minecraft Bedrock Edition and of course across all Render Dragon platforms as well. So here's how things do look like. Now you will notice that things basically look the same, but there are a couple key differences. For example, the door is made to be a much more lighter texture, which is definitely pretty nice, and the water is actually changed. I don't know if you guys are able to notice, but the water is completely different. It is made to be like much more smoother and stuff like that, which is definitely pretty cool. And here's how the underwater looks like. It does look pretty good. Oh yeah, and one key difference with this shader is of course the sun. You will notice that the sun is actually like tilted, so it kind of looks like a diamond, which is honestly really cool. And here's how the sunset looks like. As you're able to tell, it definitely does look pretty good. We do have like the diamond shaped sunset right over here. So yeah, this is a shader that's pretty simple, but you know what, it will get the job done and it will not lag your device at all. Next up, we have the Unshaded graphics shader. Now when you go ahead and load into the shader, you will automatically notice that it will make every single texture like far more brighter, and it definitely does make them saturated as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at the water. The water is actually made to be like a darker shade of blue, which is definitely pretty cool. But where this shader really does like excel is definitely the sky. So here's how the sky looks like. As you're able to tell, it is completely different. We have like these large 3D looking clouds and stuff like that, which is honestly really cool. And of course, not to mention that we do just get a more like brighter feeling from this texture pack. It definitely does make all the textures far more brighter, which is definitely pretty cool. And additionally, we got the sun right over there. The sun is made to be like a 3D cube as well, which is honestly really cool. So let's go ahead and check it out during the sunset. And here's how the sunset looks like. It honestly looks spectacular. You're able to see the sun much better when it is in the sunset, and like it is literally getting bigger and bigger as the sun is setting. And as you're able to tell, there's like a yellow outline of it as well, and like in the middle is just like pure white, which is honestly really cool. But yeah, this is here is another phenomenal shader for Minecraft Bedrock. Next up, we have the Ultramarine Nightfall shader. Now, not only does this shader completely change the lighting, but we also do get an entire new UI thanks to this shader, which is honestly another major plus. But let's go ahead and take a look at things right over here. As you're able to tell, everything is made to be much more brighter. The colors are much more saturated and much more defined. And in addition to that, we also do have full grass, which is definitely another great feature of this shader. And one really cool thing that I didn't expect from a shader in particular is the white outline. So if we go ahead and just like highlight any of the hitboxes, you will notice that it will like highlight the entire thing, which is honestly really cool. Same thing with like for the grass and stuff like that. And we also do get like a timer over there that will tell us what time it is in Minecraft, which is honestly another really cool thing as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at the water. As you can tell, the water is made to be a like darker shade of blue, which is honestly pretty cool. And not to mention that this is a texture pack that will also change the color of the birchwood leaves. So as you're able to tell, it's made to be in like this orange color, which I can definitely appreciate that. It definitely does look good, and you're able to differentiate it more. As for the sunset, here's how things do look like. We do have a regular sunset, and it basically looks like the vanilla Minecraft, but this shader will get the job done, and it will make your world look much better. And next up, we have the Noob X Manzy V2.8 shader right over here. Now, this shader is honestly pretty cool if I do say so myself. So here's how things do look like. So as you're able to tell, everything looks basically like the vanilla Minecraft, but where this shader truly shines has to be in the water. Take a look at the water, guys. As you're able to tell, it is made to be much more smoother and much more like cleaner, if that does make any sense, which is honestly pretty cool. And another great thing about this shader has to be the sun. As you're able to tell, the sun is made to be like incredibly photorealistic, which is definitely pretty nice. Here's how the sunset does look like. As you're able to tell, the sun will completely change its color, and it also still does look pretty photorealistic. This is a phenomenal shader that will get the job done, and best of all, it will not lag your device or slow it down or anything like that. Remember, boys, the downloads to all these shaders can be found in the link in the description down below. Make sure to go ahead and check out the 10 other shaders of this list. See you later, French fries.